new single, Queen. Currently a top 10 record. We're going for #1, Love, Sex, and Passion. It's dedicated to all the women, whatever your walk of life is, your color, your creed. You're my queen. Oh yeah, yeah. You're a nurturer and a superwoman. You're every daughter that becomes a mother. You can be my rock to the highest mountaintop. From my head to my toes, to cherish, love, and hold. You're my queen. Oh yeah, yeah. You gave birth to all the land. You're the backbone of every man. You're my queen. You wear the crown and wear it well. I hold my head high so you can tell. You're my queen. My queen. Ooh, you're my queen. Yeah. Yeah. Forever. You're a nurturer, and just like grandmas do. You're that push, you're that voice for all I dream to do. So I cherish you like royalty. And by all means, I'll never put my hands on thee, 'cause you're my queen, queen. You gave birth to all the land. You're the backbone of every man. You're my queen. You wear the crown and wear it well. I hold my head high so you can tell. You're my queen. If you a queen, keep your head up. Hard times, keep your head up. If you a queen, keep your head up. You can do it, baby. Keep your head up. If you a queen, put your head up. Queen, keep your head up. Forever, ever, ever. I never wanna be your enemy. Love me with sensitivity. So you a grown, strong woman, and I never wanna call you out your name. See, man made this and man made that. To the end of time, it's a well-known fact. Behind every woman, behind every man is a woman, a strong woman, and the virtue of a woman. 'Cause you're my queen, baby. Yes, you are. And you gave birth to the land. You're the backbone of every man. You're my queen. You gave birth to all the land. You're the backbone of every man. You're my queen. You gave birth to all the land. You're the backbone of every man. You're my queen.
The CDC is recommending that all adults receive the COVID booster vaccine. And additionally, we are also recommending our patients who are pregnant to also receive the COVID booster vaccines. And for me, it's super important, not only as a healthcare provider, but because I'm also pregnant and want to make sure that my pregnancy is as safe as possible.
We've all been hurt at some point, even abandoned. Many of us have done the hurting ourselves. We get to the point where we don't trust anyone, nor do we feel worthy of being loved by anyone. Then there's that one person who just doesn't give up on loving you. Their love is unconditional. Their love stays long enough for you to heal. And then they promise to never leave. That's love you can count on. God's love.
Hello, everybody. This is Dr. David Evans from the PIC TV Network. We're so happy for all of you. We have a hot show on tonight. I'm so happy for all of you who are watching with us. The PIC TV Network, brand new hit show, Hello America, is on right now, popping and rocking around the world. I want to thank all of our special guests. You know who I'm talking about. Our guests in Brazil, France, Colombia, Mexico, Panama, Paris, Peru, Argentina, Egypt. Daniel is there. Canada, Burke is there. Ireland, West Africa, thank you. United Kingdom, Australia with Teresa, Germany, Dennis, and the United States. We are on Poppin' and Rockin' on the PIC TV Network. Hello, America. Want to thank Roku for having interpreters in all of these countries around the world. We're doing it tonight, and we're doing it right here. Our prayers are going out to New York. All our brothers and sisters in New York, we're praying for you. We know justice will be served, and we got your back, New York. I got my brothers on tonight. We're going to have a good topic tonight, folks. We're going to be talking to the brothers and sisters around the world. We're going to talk about the leadership of a man. I got some fireballs with me tonight, folks. I got my main man popping and rocking with me tonight, folks. Rocking with us, Brother Madden. How you doing, man?
I'm doing well.
I like your name. It's like the Madden game, man. You know, football. John Madden, you got Maddens in your blood, bro.
Yeah. I wish I was collecting that Madden money, though.
Woodbridge, Virginia, right up the street from us. Then we got our main man, Antonio, on here. Hey, what's going on, Antonio?
What's going down, guys? It's about to get on tonight. It's going down. Madden,
Yes,
that
sir.
money's coming, bro. We're going to get that money.
Yes,
Really?
sir. Hey, we just want to say hello, America, to everybody watching right now. This is a PIC TV Network presentation, exclusive, only seen on the PIC TV Network. Folks, I'm so excited because our network is on around the world and we're doing great things. Let's get into our topic for tonight. You know, the leadership of a man. We're African-American brothers tonight on Hello America, our show on the PIC TV Network. When I think about leadership, I think about God, who is the greatest leader of all. In the Garden of Eden, first of all, he made Adam and he made Eve. Adam was the father of all flesh. Adam was the man who ran the universe. So the first leader I see was Adam on the planet. And Adam had a relationship, and I want you guys to come in with me, and I'm gonna come back to you, Marlon. His relationship started with God, not woman, not Eve. His relationship first started with God. I don't want to get too spiritual because we got brothers from all over the world watching. What do you think about that, Madden?
Yeah, so definitely, your relationship, even if someone doesn't, we have people that believe in all different form of that celestial being. I choose God, but some other people, it might be Allah, it might be Buddha, whatever the situation is, but you have to be centered. And that's what I see what you're talking about there, is that centered, that Adam was centered and he knew that he had a creator. And in order to keep himself centered, he centered himself on that creator. So he touched base with that creator to make sure that he was aligned with what he had for him.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that, Antonio?
Yeah, I got to agree with my brother Madden here. There's something about that biblical pretense of being one with God and doing what you were ordained to do from the beginning before man came, or before a woman comes in. And I think we've lost that focus of man should be one with God and be ready to respond to that before anything, even without woman. Because remember, the scriptures go back, thou shalt not have any idols before him. And I got to just back up my brother Madden, because I don't care if it's Yah you worship, Yahweh, Buddha, Islam, whatever. I can't call what God is, because we know the God is the all-encompassing God, right?
Yes,
He's
sir.
the
Yes,
only
sir.
one. So like, it would not be fair for me to just say, just because he's one to me does not mean he's not that for somebody else, right? So
Yeah.
let's let God be God. How's that?
Definitely,
Jesus works for me. I don't have no problem with Jesus. He works for me. He gets up with me, walks with me, talks with me, leads me, guides me, feeds me. He works for me. I don't know who works with everybody else, but the Bible, the basic instructions before leaving earth, and God works for me. That's the spiritual aspect. Let's take it to another level. Just a man in general, because I believe as we grow, brothers, we mature. You know, when we're a child, we think as a child. When we become a man, we put away childish things. I watched my father, John H. Evans, who's gone to heaven, raised 9 kids. He couldn't read. My dad wasn't fortunate in his day to grow up and be the most educated person in the community and in the block, but he knew how to count money. He knew how to take care of his family. And let's talk about work ethics.
Yeah.
We don't even have to be spiritual right now. Let's just talk about work, because our topic tonight is talking about the leadership of a man. Let's talk about works. I don't believe that there should be no Disney. There's a Disney World lazy brother who don't want to do it. I believe you got to do what you got to do. I drive for Uber. I drive for Lyft. I work at McDonald's if I have to. Because some brothers, man, and maybe we can put this on the man cave. What makes you so great you can't take a low-level position? You got to do what you got to do. How you feel about that, Marlon?
Well, see, society has played a trick on a lot of us in the terms of before an honest day's work and an honest man was held at a high value. And now we have people saying that if somebody makes $50,000 a year, you're not really doing it. You have somebody putting a dollar value on the work you do, and therefore they're diminishing what you really do. And it's causing people or men, you have guys that are trying to get it the fast way. You have guys that are seeking to get that high level job and not thinking about sometimes that job that's right there for you can be the thing that help you to be actually a stepping stone to get you to that greater job. So society has played a trick on us. And you talked about your father, God rest his soul. When I grew up, I didn't know my mother until I was 19. My father I saw once a year. My grandmother raised me, right? But there are other male figures, my cousins, that I saw around me, that I took their lead and I took some of their characteristics and I put it together to form what I thought or what I believed a man should be. So I'm not beneath any job. An honest day's work, an honest day's pay is good. That's what I believe.
Yes, sir.
Hey, Antonio, when I was growing up, I cut grass, man. 12 years old, man. I worked with my dad, Justin Blair Park, when I was growing up. And guess how much he paid me at the end of the week?
How much?
How much you pay?
$5, bro. $5 a day.
What was you buying with that at that time, though? What was $5?
Hey, Antonio, you talking about minimum wage?
Brother.
He said, I'm feeding you, I'm clothing you. I got 9 heads of kids. You got everything you need, David. So, and I love my dad, man, because he taught me work ethics.
Yeah, I gotta tell you guys, listen, I love it. David, I was 12 when I got my first job. My first job, I was actually walking home from school, and this gal in this mansion said, "Hey, Sheila, what's up?" This guy was in the mansion, and he was just like, "Hey, I seen his wife picking weeds out of the garden." And I said, "Ma'am, can I help you?" That's servant mentality, right? "Can I help you?" And she said, "Young man, are you asking me for a job?" And I said, "Well, no, I just wanted to help." She ended up paying me 75 cents an hour, bro. That was my first job. Like, come on. I'm in, right? Like, so what is it? Are you doing the servanthood leadership, or are you just going out there and just do it? I teach, right? So when I teach, I got a classroom full of young adults, and I sit there and I say, hey, the only reason you don't have $1 million in your pocket is because you ain't got the work ethic to go get it. So don't come at me like you want to be a millionaire when you ain't gonna put the work in to be a millionaire, right? Let's just be real. Let's talk about tech. I got 3 jobs right now. We talk about David over here driving an Uber, Marlon over here doing everything he can. Come on, let's get real. Are you working or are you busy just running your mouth? Let's go.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, the people don't care downtown with Pepco, the electric bill, gas bill. They don't care where you work at. They just want the bills to get paid. You know, when I get my cell phone, T-Mobile, they didn't ask me, where'd you get the money from?
Oh.
They want the bill. And I think a lot of times, bro, because we're talking about a real man, the leadership of a man, you got to do what you got to do. And as long as it's legal, as long as it's honest, there's nothing wrong with taking a job. And guess what? You may be a person who be a landscape. You get your first lawnmower. You may turn it into a business. You know, there's nothing wrong with starting small as long as you have a bigger vision.
Yeah.
Some people own McDonald's. They own McDonald's. 99 million. Ray Kroc, when he started McDonald's, he didn't know it was going to be 99 billion people buying those hamburgers.
Mm-mm.
Yep, he did.
No,
Colonel
David,
And he was also 50. So
yes.
So
Yes.
so what happens is, and let's use Ray Kroc, right? Ray Kroc had a smoothie making business or whatever it was, or milkshake business down in San Bernardino. And when he went, look at this now, he went to the McDonald's brother, because Ray Kroc last name is not even McDonald's. And when he told him about franchising, they couldn't see the vision. And a lot of times we can't see the vision in terms of the job that you have now. I'm not saying that you have to stay in it. So if I'm and I don't want to minimize anybody's job, so I'm not going to say a job. Whatever job I have right now and I'm doing right now, it's to prepare me for something greater. And you could use that, the work ethic that you have to use, to the consistency that you have to wake up every morning, go into a job, understanding how to take direction. You have to know how to take direction before you can give it. So that's a big thing that we need to foster back in our society, is that work ethic, that stick to it attitude, and also the consistency. I
agree. Listen, this is where we are. Every day I teach a class and I talk about the 1-3-5 plan, man. I talk about it. If you don't have a 1-year plan, a 3-year plan, and a 5-year plan, then what are you doing? What are you doing? You're just wasting your time. But once you dial into that focus, and I will use McDonald's as a prime example, he literally bought it, and the brothers, the McDonald's that actually started the franchise, the actual McDonald's, went out of business. And their shop was across the street from your now McDonald's. They went out of business because they could not step into the bigger vision. And that's the type of leadership. David talked about going out and starting with a mower. I can tell you, those were my roots. When no one else believed in me, my father went out and bought me a mower. And I bought the trailer and the weed eater, and it empowered me. Do you know that here I am, 17, 18 years later, I am now the CEO of my own company. I own my own technical school. I am an author. I'm a professor at a local college. I am a high school teacher. I have a platform, and it's all because one person, my father, invested in me. Come on, let's talk about it.
Yeah, you know, folks, we watched a special presentation on the PIC TV network. We got my brothers on tonight. We here chopping it up for all of you. Hello America is a show that's on PIC TV network, for the people, with the people, by the people. We're live beaming from Washington, D.C. We are so happy for all of you watching. Hello America, your show from the PIC TV network to our audience around the world. We're going to take a commercial break, folks. Don't go nowhere. We're going to come right back with these brothers. We just warming up. We got 4 quarters in this game. We only in the first half of the game, folks. So don't touch that dial. We're going to take some advertisement breaks, and we're going to be right back. Now, you can chat in. You can chat in right now if you have YouTube, PIC TV Network, Facebook, PIC TV Network. Send your chats in right now.
Yes, you can achieve a college education right here in your own community. Harcum College's ACE program at the Deliverance Evangelistic Church offers associate degree programs that can help you land a good job and improve your quality of life.
I like Harcum and Debbie because I can continue my education.
The teachers are great. The atmosphere is great.
It's all possible through iLead and Harcum.
Call now or check out our Facebook page at Harcum College at Deliverance Evangelistic Church.
Hey, it is me, DL Hughley, and I want everyone to download the PIC TV network on your Roku search bar. My brother David Evans is growing PIC TV fans, and I want us to help my brother grow and reach the world. So click and play www.thepictvnetwork.com. So he's doing a good thing. I hope we can show him a little support. Remember, PIC TV network on Roku, the Roku search bar. And make sure we try to reach the world a little bit. Give them a little something to look forward to. All right, God bless and take care.
Hey, you know what? These aliens are trying to get us. PIC TV network. It's already got them. Because we on in this spaceship, folks. PIC TV network. Yeah, they thought they had us, but we are on 60 channels on Roku, the PIC TV network. This is David Evans, your president. Hey, ain't no stopping us now. We taking this thing to a new place. Let's go to the metaverse. Let's go to Anyverse. Let's go to Cyber World, PIC TV network. Let's do it. Hey, you know what? These aliens are trying to get us. PIC TV network. It's already got them. Because we on in this spaceship, folks. PIC TV network. Yeah, they thought they had us, but we are on 60 channels on Roku, the PIC TV network. This is David Evans, your president. Hey, ain't no stopping us now. We taking this thing to a new place. Let's go to the metaverse. Let's go to Anyverse. Let's go to Cyber World, PIC TV network. Let's do it. That is amazing. How old is he?
Say 10 months.
10 months, and he's got PIC TV at 10 months old. Look at that. That's our brand new member of the PIC TV network, folks. He is so happy.
He is a good happy day.
Wow. Go PIC TV.
Hey everybody, Claudia Jordan here. Check out the PIC TV network, and now showing on Roku with 60 channels. David Evans is the president and is doing a great job showing quality TV programs to people all over the world. Let's support PIC TV. Go to thepictvnetwork.com. That's thepictvnetwork.com. Shout out to David Evans doing his thing. I love when people are out there making it really happen and doing beautiful, fantastic work. So shout out to you, and make sure you check him out on Roku with 60 channels. All right, David Evans, congratulations, and keep me abreast of all the hot, products and shows and things you got going on. I'm really interested. All right, best of luck.
Hey, 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 hey. It's Kid from Kid and Play. Hey, everybody. This is your man, the KID. And this is big. I want everyone to download the PIC TV, P-I-C, PIC TV network on your Roku search bar. Okay? My brother David Evans is growing PIC TV fans, and I want us to help my brother reach millions of followers. Millions. Click and play www.thepictvnetwork.com. That's www.thepictvnetwork.com. Come on now. expand your mind, expand your life. Huh? Pick TV Network. KID. Come on. Let your mind have a house party. Let go. Think about it. Think about it. You better think about it. Check the PickTVNetwork.com. Enjoy yourself. I'll see you at the top.
Hey everybody, we back here on Pick TV Network once again. Hello America, popping and rocking with you. I want to thank you for listening with us all across the world, especially those in Brazil, France, Colombia, Mexico, Panama, Paris, Peru, Argentina, Egypt, Canada, Ireland, West Africa, United Kingdom, Australia, Germany, United States. Thank you for the interpreters from Roku interpreting this around the world. Now, today's topic is so amazing, folks, because we are beaming this from Washington, D.C. all over the world. Our brand new hit show is called Hello America. And today, my brothers and sisters, we are sharing a topic called the leadership of a man. And I got these kings on. Fred just in the studio with us tonight. Fred gonna be joining us also. So when we left, brothers, we were talking about leadership. We got some examples of working. Let's talk about leadership when it comes to men making decisions. Some hard decisions. Education. I believe education is the process of learning, and whether it's a trade, I believe we shouldn't go through the 13th grade. You know, when we came out of high school, that should be. And you're a teacher down here, Doc. There's a lot of roads people go on when they leave high school. You have it's bills now. No more free lunches. No more bus rides to the school. It's a whole different world out here, and you have to make a decision. Some go into the military, like my brother here. My brother Marlon, I want to salute you, man.
Yeah, thank you, Marlon.
Thank you.
Some people go into the business world. Some people go into the corporate world. And we're talking basically to men. There's a whole bunch of beautiful things you can do to make the world a better place. Start your own business right here online. You can do so many wonderful things. But I think, and I want to talk to Antonio, you have your own business, putting the work in.
Yeah.
So sometimes there's no breaks.
Listen, one of the biggest things that I've learned as a CEO, as a business owner, number one, I'm not happy for it, but your family is something they have to be with you. They have to be with you to support you, to be that guidance with you in order all the time. And fortunately, I caught that too late, and my family kind of suffered a little bit about that. I am divorced. I have a beautiful family. The kids are great, but at the same time, I don't have a spouse, or she didn't really make it with me. There's that transition, right? Like being a leader and being called and known what you were meant to do. Like, I'm meant to do this. And when I found my calling, literally the Lord said, go this way. And I went that way. And when I asked my wife, hey, I need you to roll with me, she chose not to. And I get it, like, at the same time, but I know what I was responsible for. Does that make sense? Like, I'm in.
Yeah, I want to rap to you about that for a minute, man. Because when I started this network, Pick TV Network, I had a lot of people who started with me. My wife helped me to get the paperwork together, helped me to be there, to help me build this network. I had my friend James Lee, who's probably watching. helped me to make some business decisions. Mr. Campbell, who's probably going to be on too. I had about 4 people in my corner, but then I had a whole bunch of people saying, "No, I ain't feeling that. It's not going to work. Why you doing it?" I had to jump over all those hurdles when I first started. And I believe when you first start something, you're going to be tested, especially when you have to make a decision. Sometimes, and I want to say this, Doc, and maybe you can understand, I can identify with me. It's a difference between working for somebody else in the government, because I used to work for HUD, United States Housing Urban Development, or teaching in schools. And then when you have your own, when you're the only boss, sometimes there's no vacations.
No.
There's no breaks. There's no
nothing. There's nothing. There's no call-in sick, David, right? I mean, come on, let's be serious. There's no call-in sick days. You don't get no sick days when you're on your own business. You don't get to call in sick. You're in it to grind, brother. Grind, hustle, move. Let's go. I love this fact. And Marlon, I'm going to pull your expertise here because I remember the day, David, you may have this, the day when that mind switched. In the military, do they not break your mindset to make sure that you can stand on your own 2 feet? David, that was for me. Like when that mindset flipped, I knew that it wasn't anything that could stop me, nothing that was going to prevent me from getting to that next platform. And I was going to push through. So, yeah.
Talk about that, Mark.
Definitely. So Marine Corps, hardest branch of service, right? So definitely what you're talking about with the switching of the mindset or breaking you down to build you back up. Mm-hmm. So you go down to either you're in San Diego at boot camp over there, or you're here in or you're down there at Parris Island, South Carolina, and you go to boot camp. And for me, I went at a later age in life where I was 24. So I had already had a business, a cab service in New York, and I had already been on my own. Ever since I left high school, I only had like one job, then I was working for myself. So they had to break me down to build me back up, but they had to build me back up to what they wanted me to be in order to be resilient in the task that I had. So that's there. Now I'm telling you, there's another mind shift that I had was when I was in the Marine Corps. When I came back from Iraq, being from New York, I'm Jamaican, but being from New York, you don't see anybody buying a house, or you don't see that kind of lifestyle. That's for when you're older. And I bought my first house when I came back from Iraq, 2005. And once I bought the first house, my boy bought a house, and I was like, "Yo, you bought a house? How did you do that?" And then I walked through the process, and I said, "Okay." And then I created an LLC while I was in the Marine Corps to start buying houses and flipping houses. So it's a different mindset that you have to click into or gain in order to say, do I want to be successful? What do I want? What's my goal? And how am I going to accomplish that goal? And a lot of people just blowing in the wind. And you're talking about that when you leave high school, sometimes you're not equipped. And I'm going to go in that. That's my soapbox. You're not equipped with the necessary tools that you need in order to have that mindset, because high school doesn't. If we are really going to talk about it, almost 70 to 80% of the stuff you learn in high school you don't use in real life, right? Okay, good. I know where we knew where Pluto was, and then they told us Pluto wasn't a planet no more, right? So that changed. So, but you didn't learn about the finances. You didn't learn about all the different things that you needed to do in order to equip yourself to be that man on the after high school. And I'm not going to hog the mic. I'm going to let somebody else go because I can talk about this topic all day.
Hey, I want to bring Fred in. Fred is my brother. He's from Atlanta. Fred, I got to bring you up to speed, man. First of all, you got to talk about your first job, your humble first job, and then you got to talk about where we are today. The topic now, the leadership of a man, making that decision of education to step out, man. You're an entrepreneur, you're a teacher, you're podcast leader. You do a bunch of things today, man. But talk about the humble beginning of Fred and that first, I don't care if it's cutting grass or shoveling snow, man. Take us back, bro.
Man, my first job was the Navy, man. My first job was the U.S. Navy, bro. So just from that beginning, just starting from that point, going from boot camp and then going to, my service school and then being in my first duty station and stuff like that. Those were kind of like, and even through that, right there were mind shifts the whole way. Correct. It was like, especially because Navy boot camp ain't like Marine or Army boot camp. So I mean, it's not the physical rigors of what a Marine or an Army person would go through. So it's not those physical rigors, but at the same time, it's still the mind games that they play with you, and it's still the same type of mindset that they try to drill into you. So they do break you down to build you back up into the individual that they want you to be. And then when I went to my service school, they literally hammered that right back home again. So it's like, forget what you know about this subject. This is what we're going to show you. I mean, I was taught how to do something that would normally take a year and a half to do. So I was taught that in 3 months to learn to do what a dental assistant would have to learn how to do in a whole year and a half. And I'm like, and they crammed all that information in my brain. It's like, and it was always one test after another, one quiz after another, one practical exam after another. And it was always one thing after another. And then, going to my first duty station, all this stuff became muscle memory after a while, because you do it, because anybody can attest to it. If you do something repeatedly and you keep doing it, after a while, it's almost mindless. Like you can do it on automatic. And like, even from there, even getting out of the military, working in different jobs in customer service and retail, and then finally settling into customer service, working in healthcare. It's everything. Like I said, the mindset is so different. And I'll say, and this is one thing that I'll say, and a lot of people will kind of harp on it, but it's my history, and I'm not saying I'm proud of it, but at the same time, it is what it is. I've never necessarily stayed in one job for any longer than maybe like a year and a half. Now, it wasn't because of burnout or anything like that. It was always because I was always trying to aspire to do something better or do something bigger. I'd always been a writer. And I wanted to do, that's something I wanted to do, like, to get paid to do, So even in my downtime, I would apply to newspapers, I would apply to magazines, and things of that nature, just to get turned down on that. And, then bouncing around from one job to the next, and then finally catching some form of stability with the current employer that I'm with now. And even now, owning a podcast business, being an author, and trying to write, and then also managing other people that are aligned with me. It's difficult, man. And then and just like the brother said, a lot of people will support, but they won't go with you. They won't go with you because they don't understand the direction that you're trying to go in. They don't understand the drive that you have in your heart, or the drive that you have in your mind, or the drive that you have in your spirit, or the direction that God is calling you to go. And I literally lost a lot of friends behind that. People that I was cool with for a long time, and then other people that were just with me for a little while. So and when I think about that, sometimes it's hurtful, but not necessarily, because I understand that these people are here with me. Well, they were only around for a certain time of my ride. Then they got off at their designated stop, and I kept going. So I understand, man. It's difficult to manage people, manage a job, and also manage what you're doing, what I'm doing as a writer and as a podcaster. So all those things are like, they're hella difficult. And the one thing that keeps me personally grounded is just understanding that each place that I'm going, each step that I take is a stepping stone to a higher plateau. Every step I make is something going to taking me higher and higher until I get to the pinnacle of where I want to be. And for me, I'm okay if nobody is around. I'm okay if nobody wants to celebrate with me at the top. I'm okay with that. I had to learn to be okay with that, because family can't go, friends can't go, and just like the one brother said, he lost a spouse because of what he was trying to do, and that's hurtful when you have someone that you are supposed to be in alignment with, or you're supposed to be in love with, and y'all sharing a life together, and that person can't. You tell this person, I have this dream, and they don't want to go. And that, to me, that's like extremely, extremely crazy. But at the same time, it's understanding that people can't go with you. And then it's also understanding, I'm slowly but surely beginning to understand the concept of time and place. There's a time for everything, and there's a place for everything. My time to do what I'm doing is now, and I'm in the perfect place to do that. I'm in a perfect position and a place to do that. God's timing isn't our timing, and when He says go, it's time to come out the gates and start running. Until you get to that finish line. So I understand, bro. I understand, gentlemen, because it's a difficult for me. It was the most difficult transition was, and still is to this day, trying to manage myself, trying to manage my time, with the 24 hours that I have. Because let's just be honest here. 16 of those hours are already allocated. Eat, sleep. Well, you eat, you sleep, and then you work. Then you work an 8-hour job. The other 8 hours or so is you spend eating and sleeping. And then what you do? What's the other hour? What do you do with the rest of the time? You only have a limited amount of time to do what you have to get the things that you want to do in. And if my motto has always been, if I can't do it today, then maybe I'll get to it tomorrow. But I mean, and even that's kind of a lazy way to think about it. But for me, because there's so many demands on my time, and so many people, I won't say so many people pulling at me, because that's, for me, that would kind of be like an oxymoron for me. But there's so many demands on my time, and then there's so many things that I want to do personally. So I try to accomplish what I can today, and try to get it done, because at this rate, tomorrow's not promised to any of us. So do what you have to do today and get it done. I can't live for the moment. I can't live for tomorrow. I have to live for the moment right now.
Yeah, and man, that's amazing. And I want to thank my brother Fred coming in. He made up for all the lost time that he had, bro.
Yeah, he did.
He's a podcaster, y'all. He's a podcaster. And he had to say that. I'm thinking about all of us who are here today, folks. You watch the PIC TV Network special, Hello America Show, part 1 today of this series, The Leadership of a Man. And we grown men, we grown men on here today. But I think about the loss to get the gain. I lost my sister, Brenda, August 2020, and I started this television network. And I look at Antonio, who lost the relationship with his wife as far as the marriage, but he birthed his own business. I look at Fred, who lost a family member. Fred, was it your daughter or son?
My son.
His son passed away. How old was your son?
At the time, he was 23.
23 years old. Everything, God takes away our silver and give us gold, and He replaces it, and they always live within us. Marlon, Marlon, has there any losses? I want to talk about some losses because somebody watching this. Have you lost a spouse, a loved one, a parent? Talk about a loss, man.
Well, like I told you, my grandmother raised me, and in 2008, I was in Afghanistan, and my grandmother died, and I couldn't even make it to the funeral because I'd have been held up trying to travel back, and they only take a week to put you in the ground. So I was in Afghanistan. I lost my grandmother, but it helped me to understand. What she helped me to understand is that she told me that there's one thing that you're promised when you're born, and that's death. So you have to live your life meaningful, be kind to the people that you run into, and try to be a change even to one person. So I knew that when she passed, she had lived her life to the fullest because she changed. If there's even one person in the whole family, I know she changed my life. So I lost my grandmother in 2008, and that was one of that, if not the greatest loss that I've had when it comes to death in my family.
I never seen my grandmother on either side. My grandmother or my grandfather, they died before I was born. I don't know how it is to walk in and say hello, grandma. I can't wait till I get to heaven and hug them and show them. I was born. I was like sleeping with them, man. I'm going over there, girl. I'm a baby boy, and I just always respect my elders, and I was raised right, man. Give their seat up to an elderly person, open the door for them, pay for their groceries, spoil them, take them to the store and get their medicine, cook for them. This is a powerful topic we're doing today, folks. We talked about working, the leadership of a man when it comes to working, all of us working men. Then we talked about making decisions, to education. Education is the process of learning. Brothers, before we close this broadcast, Mother's Day is coming up. I'm a mama's boy. Dustin Evans is always going to be the number one lady of my life, and my mom, rest her soul. I'm a baby's mama boy forever. So I don't care what nobody say. I'm a spoiled baby boy. Out of 9 kids, I'm the baby boy. My brother Kenny, who's watching this show, Junior, Esther, Edie, Elaine, Darlene, my sister Brenda in heaven. But my mother loved David. I'm the baby boy. Let's talk about that. Antonio, how you and mom, man, is mom still here? You got to give us
David, that's a great one. I lost my mom about 12 years ago due to she was a fighter, bro. She fought ovarian cancer, breast cancer twice, just everything. And eventually what happened was all the medicines that she was on eventually killed her liver, and she passed away, man. Like her whole internal system just gave out. And I don't know if you can see this, but I got a little picture of my mom right here up on my wall. But yeah, my mom is gone 12 years, bro. And I'm going to tell you something, David. Yeah, man, listen, my mother loved my father through all his faults, through all the bad, and she conditioned me like how to love. When I tell you like unconditional love, that was my mom, because I know I put her to the test, bro, for real. And I'll just be all the way there. Like the reason why mercies are renewed every morning is because I plumb wore them out the day before. Like that's it.
Yeah, man. You only get one.
That's it.
I give everything, man, to spend one more hour, bro. My mother passed away in 1997. I did the final salute service for her, which means to say the words and to do her funeral. Man, that was God prepared me for it. Yeah. But always number one, man. I don't know anybody who, if you can't speak to your mother, something wrong. Please, if you didn't talk to your mom, Call them and tell them you love them. You just saw what happened in New York. Somebody was on the train, just like that. Their life could have been gone. Thank God that God spared people. We just don't know what. But I just want to give a shout out to my mom in heaven, like Antonia, your mom. But maybe your mom is here. What about you, Marlon? Is mom around?
Yeah, she is. So as I said, we met up. I was 19 when I met my mom. She's I call her by her first name. I call her Gillette. She's up in New York. She's a very funny character. She speaks her mind. That's probably where I get it from. She speaks her mind, and it's no love lost. Her and I, we click up, we talk. Sometimes we get on the phone, we talk for 2-3 hours. So there's no love lost between us. I understood I understood about life and what happened at the time, and there's no love lost. And my grandmother, of course, is my mom, but I call my grandmother Mama, and then I'm Jamaican, call my grandmother Mama, and then I call my mother by her first name. But there's no love lost between me and my mother at all.
That's a beautiful thing, Doc. Those who are watching the Pick TV Network broadcast, Hello America. I'm gonna go to Fred. Fred, is mom still here? If still here, talk about, man, your relationship with mom.
Oh man, let me tell you, my relationship with my mom is much better now than it was maybe a few years ago. Because of like the certain things that went down. And I'll just kind of keep that kind of brief, really. Just my mom and dad divorced, and there was a rift between myself and my father and myself and my mom. So over the years, I learned to rebuild that relationship up with her, and build up that trust and build up that camaraderie and build up that love again. And like I said, my relationship with my mother is better than it has been in years. And the funny thing that you mentioned, Amari, I consider myself very fortunate to have not only a birth mother, but also a stepmother too. And to me, it's like having the best of both worlds around all at the same time. And I know I can talk to both of them because they talk to each other. So if I have an idea that I want to bounce off one of them, I bounce it off both of them. And just to hear the conversation between these two is, to me, it is hilarious, because those two right there, I swear, they are like two peas in a pod, seriously. And for me, it just brings me a lot of joy just to hear them conversate and to see them conversate and to see them just come together, from a situation that could have really just put them as bitter enemies, but they became really, really good friends.
Definitely.
That's awesome, Fred.
Yeah, I think because we have people watching from all walks of life, through all experience, and I believe we go through experiences to help others, who are watching us today, so that's why I'm so happy that the Pick TV Network, our network with 60 channels, we are not bound to traditional television. We have people in Brazil, Argentina, Chile, France. We have people from all walks of life, Peru, Colombia, Mexico, Paris, Argentina, Egypt, and all of them can identify when we talk about love, we talk about mom, we talk about experiences. Some lost their mom, some like me never had a grandmother, and that's what I love about our network. This is your first time on Marlon on Pick TV Network. What do you love about your network, man? You on Pick TV tonight for the first time. Give me some vibe, man. What do you think about this network? The commercials you were in. Come on, give us something.
Man, I love the vibe because so I also run a podcast, right? The Success Journey Show. And what I love is when you get on a network and you get to talk to different people, like-minded, but they're different. Mm-hmm. So you have Fred, he's different. He's a Navy guy, right? He gave us the ride on the ships, right? But and he also helped us in the, when we came to the dentist, because the Marine Corps, we don't have any medical. The Navies are medical. So we had to rely on Fred to do what we had to do, and come in and see my brother in arms, Fred, and his story I could relate. Antonio is talking about, he's all the way in Indiana, but there's some relation between us. And then you up there, Doc, up in DC right there. And it's funny how we met. We met on the Wisdom app today, and I'm on your show here the next in the night. So I love if this is what this show is all about, not if. Now I know that this shows what this show is all about, man. I'm gonna definitely support and push the PIC TV. I love it. I love it. I love the network.
This is your first time, and you're giving a lot of love out, man, to us. And you will be back, man. We got to come on your podcast. Matter of fact, we got a podcast channel, so we got to bring you on along with Fred. Both of y'all in the podcast world. Antonio, this is your first time on our network, man. Yeah. Tell me what you love about the vibe of the PIC TV network and the commercials, because you've been in commercials tonight with some stars, bro.
I'm telling you, I was talking to Marlon about it earlier in the show. Like, we're going to be in a commercial with Kid from Kid and Play. Come on, man. Who gets that? Like, I'm excited. This is my first night. I would shout out to Dr. Evans, man. Listen, I'm telling you, you guys, if you need a minute, listen to this brother on the Wisdom app. I listened to him today, just like Marlon. We're here tonight, living proof that listen, if you do the right things, man, you will succeed. And I say that because PIC TV is the real deal. It is 100% completely supported for everybody. And I love that fact, because the authors, everything, talking to Dr. Evans. I got a book coming out this summer that I'm going to possibly be in Atlanta doing at the Black Expo. I'm there. I'm all the way there. I mean, I think you just have to keep growing that network. This is the first time, like ourselves, just being on the show and you've heard of PIC TV, tell everybody. Tell everybody. This is like, we need to support each other. Dr. Evans, thank you, sir, so much for tonight, man. Much love, bro, for real. Like, you guys, I love y'all, man. Y'all my brothers. Y'all my bros.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
We got a couple of new shows, folks, coming out. The special needs show for those who have cerebral palsy or MS. Some people have a person that they have to take care of them. We're gonna have a brand new show on for them. These brothers tonight, man. Hello America is a brand new television show, but these brothers got to go in the man cave, because they were talking about some serious stuff in the man cave. 4 men, with men, by men. This brothers was so deep tonight. Hey Fred, I want to bring you up, man. What do you love about PIC TV Network? You've been on before. You met some brothers. One of your military brothers have been for tonight. Tell us what you love about PIC TV Network, Fred.
First and foremost, man, it's just like, just the realness, man. Just being hang around like-minded people, to be able to bounce ideas off of each other without it being a screen fest or a lot of choice words and stuff like that. I love deep conversations. I love conversations that change people, that are, that can change lives, that can be impactful. So I love the conversations that are had here, most definitely. And regardless of who you are, whether you're male, female, whatever, come to this network and tune in and plug in, man. And there's some great conversations going on here. And if you want to be edified and you want to be entertained, tap in right here.
Yes, sir. Well said, Fred.
Yeah, PIC TV Network, folks, is the network that you on watching right now around the world. Hello America. It's our new show, and these brothers are coming back. In fact, you're gonna be seeing them more on the PIC TV Network. So we're excited. We're gonna come back with part 2, folks. Now, let me say this. We are growing and we're growing and we want to grow with you. If you have a television show, television idea, we would love to bring you on the PIC TV Network. All you have to do is to get in touch with us and click and play, just like Kid and Play said. Click and Play, www. The Big TV Network. Take us with you on your phone, on your laptop, on your computers. You can watch the repeat of the show again on channel 1000 and on our Hello America television channel. So take us to work with you. Take us in the car. Take us home. Take us everywhere. Big TV Network. All right, my brothers, we're going to say hello. We're going to say goodbye to everybody on our Hello America television show. Thank you for your time, brothers. You know, let's wave those hands in love. And we'll see you next time on the Big TV Network, everybody. God bless.
One love.
Count on me. Don't be worried. Cast all your troubles away. Wherever you're going, just know that I'll be there. Count on me. Put on your smile. No need to frown, 'cause I'm here. Just look to me. Take a breath and look around, 'cause I have never ever let you down. My love for you will never fail. I'll be here forever. Count on me, put on your smile. No need to frown, 'cause I'm here. Just look to me, and it will be alright. Alright. Just take a breath, and look around. I have never ever let you down. My love for you will never fail. I'll be here forever. Yeah. You can count on me. But you can count on me. I know you're worried, you're afraid, but trust me, you can count on me. Said I'll always be there, I'll never leave you. I know the others have failed, but I will be right there for you. Just take a breath and look around. I'll never let you down. Never let you down. And I never will. You can count on me. You can count on me. I said I'll never let you down. People come and they go, I'll never but I'll be. You can count on me.
on the Pick TV Network. Want to thank everybody for watching the Pick TV Network. Click and play www.thepicktv.network.com. We're so happy for all of our viewers watching the Pick TV Network. And don't forget, we have a monthly TV virtual book fair where you can showcase your books, showcase all of your products on the Pick TV Network. All you have to do is give us a call, yes, on 215-609-5255. We'll give you some information so you can be with us on our TV virtual book fair. Come on and sell your books on TV. Come on and show the world who you are on the Pick TV Network. Coming your way real soon. We're looking to see you on Pick TV Network. Don't watch TV, just be. How old is he?
It's like 10 months.
10 months, and he's got Pick TV at 10 months old. Look at that. That's our brand new member of the Pick TV Network, folks. He is so happy.
He is a good happy baby.
Wow. Go Pick TV. Hey, little man, what's your new TV network you're going to be watching?
Pick TV.
There you go.
You've been a good enough father. I want to be a good enough father.
Let's go, let's go!
Don't quit! Don't quit!
You are good, and you are mighty, and you are merciful. Praise you, Jesus. Guide me to who you want me to help. Raise up more that will call upon your name. Raise up those that love you and seek you and trust you. Lord, we need an army of believers and will stand on your word above all else. Raise up warriors, Lord, who will fight on their knees, who will worship you with their whole hearts, Lord. Lord, call us to battle, that we may proclaim you King of Kings and Lord of Lords. I pray these things with all my heart. Raise them up, Lord, raise them up.